Good morning, children. Welcome to class 9th. Welcome to class 9th IIT Mathematics, chapter 2, that is ratios, proportions and variation. So in this class, we'll study about what is a ratio and how it is. So a ratio is the comparison or simplified form of two quantities of the same kind. A ratio is a number which expresses one quantity as a fraction of the other. So children, here a ratio is going to be expressed as in fractions. Example 3:5 is there. So that we can write it as 3/5. So if a ratio A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A comma B comma C are said to be in the ratio of ratio. Then, so using the symbols, we can write A is to B is equal to C is to D, or so this one we can express it in A is to B such that are proportion to C is to D. So here in the ratio A comma B, A is called the first term and B is the second term, and A is called the constant. A is called the antecedent and B is called the consequent. And the properties of ratios, the first property is if two quantities are in the ratio of A is to B, then the first and the second quantities will be A by A plus B times and B by B plus G times of the sum of the two quantities respectively. So children, here I am taking an example. If A is to B is equal to 3:5, then A is equal to A is, that is 3 by, sum of these two is 8, 3 by 8, A equal to 3 by 8 of A plus B and 5 by 8 of A plus B. So now I am expressing 81:93 in the simplest form. So here I am taking HCF of 81 and 93. The HCF of 81 and 93 is 3. So divide each term by 3. Then after dividing 81 by 3 is to 93 by 3 is equal to 27:31. The ratio of 81:93 is 27/31. Or we can simplify this in another method, that is 81 by 93 you divide and divide it. That means after cuttings or after simplification we will get the value 27/31. So comparison of ratios. Two ratios A and B and C and D can be compared in the ratio as the following ways. First one is by decimals and the second one is by equivalent fractions or ratios. That means we have to make the denominators equal. So if A is greater than B, that is A by B is greater than C by D, then A is to B is greater than C is to D. So compare the ratios 4:5 and 18:25. So here 4:5 is expressed as 4/5. That's equal to simplification. I will get the value 0.8, and 18:25. That is 18/25. That's equal to 0.72. So compare here, that is 0.80 and 0.72. So before the decimal, both are having the same values, that is 0. Then after decimal, we will compare. That is 80 and 72. Which is greater? 80 is greater. So 0.8 is greater than 0.72. That is 4:5 is greater than 18:25. Now next alternate method, that is ratios can be compared by reducing them into equivalent fractions of the common denominator. So for 4/5 and 8/25, take LCM of 5 and 25. The LCM will be 25. So after simplification 4/5, then I'll get 20/25 and 18/25. Their denominators are equal. Simply compare the numerators. 20 is greater than 18. So therefore 20/25 is greater than 18/25. So therefore that is 4/5 is greater than 18/25. That's equal to 4:5 is greater than 18:25. So next is types of ratios. So here, if a ratio A is to B where A is greater than B is called greater equality, and if a ratio A is to B, A is less than B, then it is called lesser ratio or lesser equality. And next is if A is to B there where A equal to B, then it is called equality ratio. Children, here see, I am taking the ratios A is to B. In that, if antecedent is greater than consequent, then that ratio is called greater equality ratio. If antecedent is less than consequent, then that ratio is called lesser equality ratio. If antecedent is equal to consequent, then that ratio is called equality ratio. Duplicate ratio, if in A is to B, the duplicate ratio is square of A, that is A square is to B square, and triplicate ratio is A cube is to B cube. Triplicate ratio of A is to B is A cube is to B cube, and subduplicate ratio of A is to B is square root of A is to square root of B. Example here I am taking 4 is to 5, subduplicate ratio, sorry, 4 is to 9, subduplicate ratio is square root of 4 is to square root of 9. That's equal to 2 is to 3. In the same way, subtriplicate ratio of A is to B is cube root of A is to cube root of B. And inverse ratio is of A is to B is B is to A. That is 1 is to 2 is 2 is to 1. And compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D. So here, to find the compound ratio, we have to multiply the antecedents and the consequents, and we are going to place the ratio symbol. So compound ratio of A is to B and C is to D is AC is to BD. So children, divide rupees 560 in the ratio of 3 is to 4. That means one person has to get 3 parts and one person has to get 4 parts. So if the ratio is given in this way, first we'll add the ratio. Sum of the ratios is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. Now the first part is equal to total rupees into first ratio by total ratio. That is 560 into 3 by 7. So after simplification, we'll get the value of 240 rupees. The same way, if I am taking the second ratio, that is second part, 560 into 4 by 7 is equal to 320 rupees. If B is equal to 3A and A equal to 4C, then find B is to C. B is equal to 3A. Okay, wherever A is there, I'm going to substitute the value 4C. Then 3 into 4C is equal to 12C. 3 4 is 12C. Now B is equal to 12C. Then that implies B by C is equal to 12 by 1. That is B is to C is equal to 12 is to 1. The ratio of B is to C is 12 is to 1. In the same way, next is divide 750 rupees among 3 friends. In the ratio of 1 by 4 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2. Okay, children. So here 1 by 4 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2. So whereas in the last problem it is given directly 3 is to 4, but here it is given in fractions. So first we'll change these fractions into numbers. That means I'm going to take out the fractions. So here the given ratios is 1 by 4 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2. Now the LCM of the denominators 4, 3, 2 is 12. So now after simplification, I'll get 1 by 4 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 4 into 12 is to 1 by 3 into 12 is to 1 by 3 into 12. Sorry, 1 by 2 into 12. So here the value will be, after simplification, I'm going to get 3 is to 4 is to 6. Now the sum of ratios is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 13. P share is equal to 780 into first ratio, that is 3 by total ratio is 13. After simplification, I'll get the value 180 rupees. Then Q share is 780 into 4 by 13 equal to 240 rupees, and R share is 780 into 6 by 13 is equal to 360 rupees. So if X is to Y is equal to 3 is to 4 and Y is to Z is equal to 6 is to 11, then find the ratio of X is to Y is to Z. That is, given ratio is X is to Y is equal to 3 is to 4 and Y is to Z is equal to 6 is to 11. So this can be done in 2 methods. So here the middle term, that means Y term, Y should be equal. So to get Y should be equal, so multiply 6 to the first ratio of the Y term and 4 to the second ratio of the Y term, then you'll get the value, or divide. So multiply 6 is to 11 by 2 by 3 to make it as first ratio as Y is equal to 4. Now I'm dividing there 2 by 3. Then 2 by 3 into 6 is equal to 4. Answer I'm going to get. So here y is to z is equal to 6 into 2 by 3 is to 11 into 2 by 3. Then after simplification I'll get that is 4 is to 22 by 3. Now compare. X is to y is to z is equal to xy is 3 and y is 4 and z is equal to 22 by 3. Then I don't want the denominators there. Then I'm going to multiply 3. Then 3 into 3 is to 3 into 4 is to 3 into 22 by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12 and 3 into 22 by 3 is 22 because 3 3 will be cancelled. The ratio of x is to y is to z is 9 is to 12 is to 22. Okay, children. The next is in a bag there are the coins of denomination rupees 1, 2 and 5 are in the ratio of 3 is to 5 is to 7 respectively. If the total value of the coins in the bag is rupees 144, then find the number of coins of each denomination and the total value of rupees 2 coins. So here a bag is containing 2 rupee coins, 1 rupee coin and 5 rupee coins and they are in the ratio of 5 is to 3 is to 7. That means 1 rupee is 3, 2 rupee is 5 and 5 rupees is 7. Now the total value is given 144 rupees are there. Now the total coins be x. Now the ratio is 3 is to 5 is to 7. The total ratio. Okay, now let the number of coins for 1 rupee, 2 rupees and 5 rupee will be 3x, 5x and 7x respectively. That means 1 rupee coins will be 3x, 2 rupees coins will be 5x and 7 rupee coins will be, 5 rupees coins will be 7x. Now the total coins in the bag is equal to 3 into 1 rupee coin plus 5x into 2 rupee coins plus 7x into 5 rupee coins. That's equal to 48x. Now here total amount is 144 rupees. This 48x is equal to 144 rupees. That means total value of the coins is 48x is equal to 144 rupees. Then after simplification, I'll get x is equal to 3. That means number of coins be x. Now number of coins of 1 rupee is equal to 3x is 3 into 3 equal to 9 coins and number of 2 rupee coins is equal to 5 into 3 equal to 15 coins and number of 5 rupee coins is equal to 7 into 3 is equal to 21 coins. 1 rupee coins will be 9, 2 rupee 15 and 5 rupees 21 coins. Now the total value of 2 rupee coins I want. 2 rupee coins, how many coins are there? 15. 15 into 2 rupees is 30. The total value of 2 rupee coins in the bag is 30 rupees. Okay, children. In the same way, the marks obtained by Amol, Bimal, Komal in the examination is 12 is to 8 is to 15. Then find the marks scored by Bimal and Kamal if Amal's score is 15 less than that of Komal. So here 3 students are there. Okay, Amal, Bimal and Komal. And the ratios of the marks is given 12 is to 8 is to 15. And one more condition is given. Amal's score is 15 marks less than Komal. That if Komal is getting 15 marks, then Amal is going to get 0 marks. So I need to calculate the marks of Komal, Bimal. Okay. So here let the marks be x. The ratio is given 12 is to 5, 8 is to 15. And total marks scored by Amal, Bimal and Komal will be 12x, 8x and 15x respectively. Now, given that Amal scored 15 marks less than that of Komal, that means Amal score is 15 marks less than Komal. That is 12x is equal to, Amal score is 12. 12x is equal to Komal score minus 15. That is 15x minus 15 is equal to 3x equal to 15. Then x is equal to 5. So I'm getting x is equal to 5. Then marks obtained by Bimal. They asked to find marks obtained by Bimal and Komal. So marks obtained by Bimal is equal to 8 into x is 8 into 5. That is 40 marks. And Komal 15 into x is 15 into 5 is 75. And one more condition is given. Amal's marks. Amal's marks obtained by Amal is equal to 15 marks less than Komal. That is Komal marks is 75 minus 15 is equal to 60. Okay, children. Okay, children. Thank you. In next class, we'll study about the proportions.